Hey guys, welcome back. This is Tina, and today I'm going to show you what I have been planning on now that my class is over for the spring semester. My finals are just about done. I plan on starting this on Monday. So I wanted to set this up, and I've showed you some of this in a previous haul. Let me close the window. Oops. Oh, there we go. Sorry. I live on a farm, and they're doing the fields across the road, so we have all kinds of farm noises. No, excuse any debris. My cat has been up here. Anyway, so I showed you some of this, and I've been looking forward to this for a while. I just couldn't find the time to dedicate to doing this study, so I have my pen case, and it's kind of got some in it. Not gonna really, I'm gonna be setting things up today. I tried these out and I love them. I tried these out and I really like them. And I will link the video above to what I think I did a haul. Since I have these and I have some pens in my little pouch, I'm not going to use these for this. So I'm going to set these aside. But this is the Bible study that I am going to be doing. Now, I probably will not get it done in a year, and for me, that's okay. I have all summer, because I'm not taking summer classes, to dedicate time to this. And there are some weeks that I may get all 5 days done. There are some that I'm only get 3. But I'm going to keep going through. I'm not going to skip weeks or anything. I'm just going to take a hiatus when I need to and then come back. So this is the beauty of this, is that it is not dated. If you haven't seen this, it's a beautiful year in the Bible, 52-week Bible study for women by Alabaster. And I love this type of a Bible study because you do not have predetermined dates. And that, for me, throws my poor brain out of whack. It does not know what to do with that if I am not on that date. And with my life, there's got to be a lot of flexibility. So I love that it has day 1 through 7. And then you have some reading in here. And then you have some questions. And then it moves on to the next week. So this is the one I'm going to be using. Let me put that aside. And this is the Bible I showed before in my haul video that I've linked above. This is the one I got for this. I have been wanting an NASB 95. I wanted it because of the references, and I like the NASB ESV reading. So I plan on today doing some pen tests and some setup of like color code. Kind of just at least to start. I don't think I'm going to obviously be setting up every single like category, simply for the fact that it's all going to depend on where this Bible study takes me and what I see and feel when I'm reading. Okay, so I love this. This is the first really, really nice Bible that I have bought myself. And it's not even that fancy. It's just a brown leather with gold. And it's soft, okay? My other Bibles are soft, but they're cheaper. This is a really nice Bible. So I haven't done anything to make this Bible mine. And in fact, I need to sit here and kind of break it in. And that's probably what I'll end up doing over the weekend. So let me show you kind of how. So in this Bible, it has a synopsis an outline for each book. And then you go into the book and it has the chapters with the cross references. And I love this. I've not had this. I've always had to write my cross references in my Bibles. So we're going to go to the back. And oh, yes. See, I love that. That's so pretty. I love looking at that. I am not going to be doing books of the Bible tabs. I do need to add more ribbons to this Bible. I have not done that yet. I will probably be pulling them out this weekend to get them because from what I understand, I need 7 total. So with this one, I need 5 more. So I will find, I have so much ribbon. I will find some that are complementary to this, but I have not had a Bible with built-in maps. So it just makes it so much easier and better to be doing Bible study. And I love the thickness of this paper. It is so nice. So I am going to work out a pen test just to make sure. And I'm not going to do every single color. I'm going to do probably a couple from each, simply for the fact that the reds and blues, I think, are the hardest ones that bleed through. Maybe I'll do it. I doubt. Well, maybe. I shouldn't say I'm not. I should say I don't plan on it. So let me see. This has 10 colors in it. And then this one, this is by Mr. Penn. These have, what, 6? So I've got what? I'm trying to figure out where I want to put my pens. I think I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why does that only have 5? Maybe I'll put the black one up front. I do have my ruler, which I plan on using. And I have tabs. And I plan on taking, I don't know how this creator does it, but this is inspiring to me, is I love having the tabs for quick reference. And I'm going to pick, my theme is I'm going to pick one color for each week. And I have plenty to choose from. So I'm going to have 52-ish colors. And I'm going to write week 1, day 1, week 2, day 1, and go down the list. So I'm only going to be using 7 of each of these colors, but I'm going to have each one. So it's going to be easy for me to go back and I'm going to know what I read and what, like if I go, oh, that was in week 4, I can go back. But I'm going to be labeling them as I go. So I'm going to have all kinds of tabs. And this is why I'm not doing the books of the Bible tab, just because I don't need it in this Bible. I do plan on basically seeing where this takes me as a study. And I have another year in the Bible study that I want to do after this one that I may do in the same Bible. I don't know. It depends on how much I mark this one up. I may need a new Bible after that. But so these are, what are these? These are Mr. Penn. I don't know if it tells me. Oh, okay. Colorful fine liner. So we're going to just go down the list. And I don't know that I'm going to use every single color. But we're going to see how it reacts on the other side. And I'm not looking, shadows don't bother me. It's the bleed through. Or I should say, you hear the guinea out there, they're going insane. And I can't help it. I am so sorry. But between the guinea, the roosters, and the farm equipment, I'm fighting a losing battle. As I said, I'm not worried about too much of a shadow. But I'm worried about bleed through. And I want to make sure that I can use whatever color code system without a problem. Oh, that's why they're pretty much underneath my window. If you've never heard guinea, that's what they sound like, if you can hear them. So these are the Mr. Pen fine liners. And let's see. I don't know if you can see this. So we're going to see if you can see this. Oop. So there's some shadowing, but it's really not that bad. I mean, it's I don't plan on doing a whole lot of writing in the words. I'm going to do it more in the side column, maybe out here. I might do some sticky notes. I'm going to see if I can find white sticky notes. I don't know. But that way I can still do the particular colors and they come out right. So these are the Mr. Pen. Excuse me. Get my drink here. And I'm really excited to get into this because it's been quite a while since I've done an independent study. So these are the G-Tech, the Pilot G-Tech C4s, and I've seen them recommended multiple times. So we're going to just pull these out because I'm not going to keep them in here because I'm going to be putting them in my pouch because what I want to do is have my pouch, have my Bible study book, and be able to just take it wherever and be very portable for me. So, and these are super thin. So look how much thinner that is. These are, I don't know. Let me see if it says. I don't know what these are. Okay, so these are 04s. And I don't know if this says what these are. The Mr. Pen. Yeah, it doesn't say what these are, but I'm going to say they're not very far off. Let's see. I do not have superb writing. I have neat writing most of the time, but not superb. And without lines, don't even. And it depends on which colors I like better. I think I like the Pilot. Oh, what is it with this? Maybe it just needs to be warmed up a bit. Yeah, okay. I think I might use these because they are thinner and they have more color. So I might use these more as a go-to. Let's see if I can speed this up here. Aqua. We're going to call this Aqua just because there's another blue. And then brown. And you want to test each set of pens. You want to test them in every Bible before because the paper is always different, I have found. So we have the Mr. Pen on the outside and the Pilot G-Tech on the inside. And they didn't do really any worse. Maybe a little bit, but that's probably because of my hand. And what I might do is put a piece of thicker, or maybe just copy paper, or just cut one down and keep it underneath, maybe a thicker one, just to write on so it doesn't put an impression in the subsequent pages that I'm using. And I do want to, so these I will put in the bottom here. So I guess I'm not going to use that. I don't need that. That was in there. So I will put those in a minute. I have this, and I'm going to put these in if they will fit. Oop. There we go. And I'm just going to put this down here because it's going to be easier to get to. And I don't want to be fighting with the zipper and trying to get all that. But that way those stay pretty secured in there. But these I love. These are Mr. Pen dual tip aesthetic dual tip highlighters. And I did test these out on some regular paper. And they're really pretty. So I'm going to test them out in here. And I will be more than likely labeling. I have a label maker. So when I fully figure it all out, I will be labeling them as I go. So that way, let me get this. There we go. We're going to test it this way. And I'm just going to test the wide tip. I think this is the wide tip. Yeah. And I'm going to do this. Oh, look, it's wet. So this is twice and this is once over. Oop, they're not all facing the same way. I didn't put them in quite the same. So this way I can go back and see how each of them looks, and it might look like I need a second run through because they're very, very light. And I'm not pushing down on them. They just are, they're wet, I'm guessing. Yeah, they're wet. I don't have it coming off on my finger, but it does look like it's going to probably wrinkle the page, which to me that just says that it's a well-loved Bible and that it's been read and learned and explored. So these are looking very, very pretty and they're light, but they're still in the light of day. They're vibrant. And I love, by the way, I'm in my, we're going to call it my new extended office. If you don't know, my oldest moved out and this was his bedroom. And my middle child, which is another son, my daughter and I have all kind of moved into this room. The room next over was my oldest son's office because he had this room is kind of small and it's more of an addition. So I love the fact that we have this room because it's more of a 3-season room. And I tried to tell him, but when you move and the boys have shared a room for 15 years and they're both over 6 feet and they're just like opposite sides of the house, opposite floors. It was hilarious. But anyway, this room has 3 windows for such a small room. It has 3 windows and it just, I'm going to let this dry just a little bit. Let me see. I have a extra card. So let's see if it's bleeding. Or still sitting on top. Nope, not sitting on top. So that's a good sign. But yeah, it's in the winter times. There's times he made a pallet on the floor in his office because this room it doesn't have a heating vent. It was an addition and they didn't put a heating vent. Oh my, look at that. I don't know if I love that or not. I might need to find some other highlighters. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to sit with this because this looks like this one, which would be 1, 2, 3. So like this one, I think it's either this. If I kept them in order, it's this one. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So it's this one that is more or less acting like it's a bleed through. It's so maybe just a once over. This is, remember, this side is the twice over, so maybe just do the once over on most of them. I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit and think on this. I have my zebra mild liners, and I'm not 100% certain. I'd need another set because I have an old set, but not all the colors are there anymore because they've bled, or they've just dried up. But I also have a newer set, but I have those labeled and they stay with my budget stuff. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. So this is going to take some thinking. I might do a little bit more searching on Amazon to see what other highlighters I can come up with that are Bible friendly. There we go. So this one will just sit in there. I do really like these though, so I might just use them and do. I might just see how well this sits after a while, because I like how they are here, and I like the vibrancy here. But if it's going to cause the bleed through, maybe it'll lighten up. Nope, obviously it's color. It's colored, Tina. It's not going to lighten up. So it just mostly seems to be that one, because even this dark gray and these blues, they shadow, but they do not bleed through. So it's almost like this one started to bleed through. So I'm going to have to maybe, like, if I can, I'll try to clean up the end where I lift it up and just wipe it. But I'm not very good at remembering that. So there's that. I am going to, in fact, we're going to do it on this. This is full on wood, and I don't have a good layover yet to write on it directly. So, okay. So I'm going to need to figure things out. I don't want to write in yellow. I'm going to work on, because I wrote down some categories, and I'll probably rewrite this, but we're going to focus on, obviously, God and the Trinity. I'm going to have to color code this, and I have to think more about it because I was counting on these highlighters, and I'm going to need to just kind of contemplate on this. And one of the cats has found me. So, let's see, there's God and the Trinity. And then I'm going to do faith and blessings. And then grace. And this is where God shows his grace. And then there's going to be, let me think. So I'm going to do sin and anger together. And then I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do discipleship. There's another word that goes along with that. I don't know. I might have to, let's see. Might do directives. And then, oh, there was prayer. So I want to come up with a color for that too. Sorry, they are going back and forth and it's very distracting, but I love the lighting in this room. So hopefully the next time I see you with this, I will have my color code done. And I'm not going to do this necessarily like a Bible study with you. I'm just showing you what I am going to be diving into and that I am excited. So I'm going to put this in here because I need to break this in before I do any more. But, excuse me. Let's see. So, if you've started this, because a lot of people will start these at the beginning of the year, I started 3 new classes, so I was not going to be able to handle that and these. So if you've done this or you've started already, drop in the comments. How far are you? How are you doing it? Are you enjoying it? Last year, I read through the Bible in a year with a group, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't think I'd ever read through the entire Bible in a 1 year setting. I've read parts of the Bible, studied different parts of the Bible, but never read through. And this, I'm hoping, makes different connections. And I think it will, based on the reading plan that I'm seeing, different connections than what I have done before and read. So I'm excited. It's a new avenue, a new path for me to take. I will have class starting up in August again, but we shall see how it goes. And I might be able to do this at a slower pace with my classes once I get into a groove and a routine. It's also going to depend a whole lot on my daughter's senior year in high school. So, yeah, I have 1 more year with one child, and then I am, I guess, what you would call a free empty nester. But I still have 2 living at home, so I'm not really empty nester. I just am not going to be wholly responsible for all of their transportation and all of the things. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you've started this, how you're doing. And if you've used these in a Bible, let me know what Bible, because I'm really curious. I want to see if, like, how the paper, different weights of paper in the Bibles, if these are working out similarly for you than they are for me, and tell me it's going to be okay. So until next time, I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for updates and more content like this.